Hey guys, all right, more past life stuff. Okay, I've had this recurring dream, and Christ gives me the dream. He initiates the dream, and it leads me around. But I didn't know at the time it was all Daniel Boone and the Priestess. I almost said Elizabeth. I never say that. That freaked me out. All right, anyway, so this is a dream. This is a Christ dream trying to see. He's trying to get me to dream what happened when the priestess Elizabeth got murdered. Did I do it like they're claiming? Did other people did it? Who did it? The Bigsby guy, he says he knows who did it, but he ain't saying nothing, and he ain't Christian, and he's in the illusion, which is not good. I'm trying to find a word for hell, but anyway, so he's down there somewhere. He ain't talking. Christ can't even find him. So now this is it. Christ goes, I'm giving you a dream. So I have the dream. And I'll tell you the dream and everything that happened in it. But before I do that, he's been giving me this dream for 16 months, and I've had the dream since I was a little kid. Okay? This is a recurring dream. Not when 16 months ago, I've had it once a week. And it's the same thing. What it is by bringing the priestess into my head, by making me consciously focus on the priestess because she's putting these loogies in me, and I'm trying to get her out, and I'm fighting her all the time. By Christ putting her in me, it triggers things. He gives me the dream again, which may trigger who did it, who murdered the priestess, because they ain't figured it out. So I'm laying down going to bed. I did a little bit of research online, confirmed the time and the age that Daniel Boone found the priestess. I found the settlement where he first landed, and it wasn't in Kentucky, it was North Carolina, the Yadkin River. He came from Pennsylvania. This is what they're saying in the history, and I'm going to show you. He came from Pennsylvania, ended up at the Yadkin River. They spent their first winter with a bunch of other people in a cave on the Yadkin River. After the winter was over, they all built log cabins and shit and lived there. Daniel Boone built his home on the other side of the river from the Yadkin Cave, which there's videos on YouTube you can watch. Ghost hunters looking for Daniel Boone in a cave. I don't know, whatever. But there it is. I can't personally go there as much as I'd like to because I don't have my fake COVID passport from whatever. So I ain't going anytime soon unless I find a way to smuggle me across the river. Anyway, the dream starts now. I'm standing and I'm with the priestess, but she's hovering above me like a ghost. I'm on the ground. There's a couple other people. There's two other people on the ground I can't see. I'm not saying to them, they're with me. And there's two people in front of me. There's a little boy and his dad. And they're standing by a big tree, which is alongside a creek. the big cottonwood tree. It's in the video. If you look up Yadkin, Daniel Boone, Yadkin area park, you can go there and walk to this big ass huge cottonwood tree. It's like the biggest one on the land, and it's in that area. If that's the fucking tree, I have no idea. I'm just adding things up in from the dream to reality from what I've seen on information on YouTube and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm standing there and I'm looking at the boy and the dad, but I don't see their faces. They're always facing away from me, and they're standing and looking away from me. The boy's all upset. The little kid's all upset. And there's a great big mud puddle in front of him, and it's just mud, like quicksand mud. And he's standing there, and the boy says something. I don't hear what he says. And he jumps in the mud, and he sinks to the bottom. Okay? The dad, he's not really freaking out, but he finds a vine. I think it was a vine, and throws it in. Now the boy knows, but the boy don't take it. He's buried in the mud, and the vine sinks down too, but he can't pull the boy out. The boy ain't taking the thing. So I get a great big chain. I turn around, there's a big chain, so I grab it. I give it to the dad. I still don't see his face. Dad takes the chain, throws it right where the boy went down in the mud, and it sinks. The chain, he'd done that 10 times in like 30 seconds. It sinks to the bottom. The boy would have felt the chain hit him, and if he had, he would have been able to pull him out. The boy would have took it. It's just logic. You're gonna take the first goddamn lifeline you can in any way possible. The boy don't take the chain. Then the dad's not freaking out. The dad's just standing there. The boy's gone, sunk in the mud. I get pissed off and I turn around and I follow the river creek. I follow it to a bridge. I walk over the bridge and I come to one little store, and it's a motel, grocery store, supplies store. And it's like the horse and buggy days. I know the store owner, but I don't go see him. Behind the store is woods, deep woods, where no one goes, but people go. I go in the woods behind the store, and I'm searching for tracks, evidence of people had walked. This is Daniel Boone. This is it. So I'm in the dream now. Today it happened. I'm in the dream and I'm walking down trails and I'm looking for broken twigs and footprints and any sign of something. And I'm looking. Then I wake up. Hold on. As soon as I wake up, there's Christ. He goes, "What did you see?" He goes, "I recorded the dream. What did you see? Tell me right now." I saw what I just told you, okay? He goes, "The little boy was castrated." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "No one knows who did it. They just castrated him and left him to die, but he lived." The boy is jumping. I go, "He was jumping into the mud." Christ goes, "Yeah." And his name is, and he didn't tell me his name, sorry. He goes, he was related to Jemima, which is, I think, possible, the person, one of my kids. So she had a kid, and it was my she was my kid. Maybe. I don't know if I'm right about this. Don't fuck. I'm lousy in this history stuff. That was Jemima's kid. Anyway, he got castrated. No one knows who did it. And they think it was the same person who killed the priestess. And I go, well, why did he jump in the mud? He goes, he was looking for the priestess. Because the priestess died in the mud. And the blood and the guts and the pigs and the goats and everything else. And they murdered her, put her there. Well, he got castrated. The kid. They don't know who did it. So Christ is fleecing the dad through my fucking dreams to see what I saw. So basically, the dream was me getting the reactions from certain people about the priestess dying and the kid. I didn't know this till 5 minutes ago. The kid got castrated. They don't even know who did it. And I go, why did he get castrated? He goes, we don't know. We assume someone was psycho, fell in love with a kid, knew he couldn't have him, and cut his balls off. And I go, well, fuck, if I ever find a guy, I'm going to kill him. He goes, get in line. And I'm like, all right. And he goes, the people that are accusing you of him too. I go, get the fuck out of here. And he goes, no. So I tell him the rest of the dream. I go over the bridge. I go into the woods behind the store. And I go, I've had 1,000 fucking dreams in those woods behind the store. And he goes, tell me. He goes, what? Anything different? I go, there's a stash of jewelry back there. Somebody says there's a big stash of jewels, like robberies, and they stashed it in the woods somewhere. And I go, I go back there in the dreams. I go back in the dream and I'm looking for evidence but I'm also looking for the jewels to find out who took the jewels. Now, the jewels were from robberies, the castration of the little kid, who killed the priestess. These are all things Christ wants to know, and they're trying to get it through me. And the priestess, she's dead. I'm here on earth, but we dated before she died. We're still stuck together. So this is all, I just learned this shit, well, 6 months ago. Daniel Boone, last year. I'm just learning all this. I'm like a totally different fucking person than I was last year because of this. Anyway, not really, but I can feel it. I told him about the people that used to chase me through the woods. And there were like 4 or 5 angry guys. They wanted what was in the store. They were going to rob it. But I saw them before they could rob it, because I was always in the woods. So they'd fucking after to kill me, because I'm screwing up their plans. So I'm thinking, that's all I know. Daniel Boone and the priestess, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, what was her name? Bor. Something. I can look it up. Hold on. Just gotta click up this thing here. Where the hell is it? Daniel Boone and Elizabeth. Oh, I guess I can't. Well, it's in my one of my videos. I wrote her name. So I told Christ about the bad guys. They always chase me, but they never chase me. They chase me, and I escape every time. So what? They never caught me. In the dreams I've had, the recurring dreams, these guys would chase me. They never caught me. But why were they even there? Why were they even there? Why were they there it feels like they wanted, because their attention was on the store. But I'm in the woods. They're coming up through the woods. I see them. Hey guys, what are you doing? Fuck, he saw us. Now, in the dreams, they chase me all the time in the dream. And it's all because they want to kill me, because I know what they wanted to do. Go to rob the fucking store that was there in the horse buggy days. So anyway, what do I gotta do is verify some of this shit in fucking reality. So this is what I did. Share screen and I'll show you. I looked it up. I looked up a little bit. I just looked this up now. Where the hell am I here? Yeah. All right. That's my Facebook. So here we go. I look up where did Daniel Boone settle when he first got to where he got, because I don't even fucking know that. Daniel Boone Cave Park. Daniel Boone is a 110-acre county park located near Lexington, North Carolina. It was established in 1909 by Daniel Boone Memorial Association. It is after American pioneer Daniel Boone. History. There are a number of Boone caves, but the cave in the park is rumored to be the where Squire and Sarah James Morgan spent their first winter with the then teenage Daniel Boone. So I'm thinking that's got to be my dad, my parents. Maybe, I don't know, I have no idea. With the then teenage, upon entering the region in 1751, perhaps to escape Native Americans. So they don't even know history. There was a total of 25 people in the group, with all 10 of the Boone's children and other family members and neighbors who all left Pennsylvania together. The Boone family and everyone else soon built homes near the cave, located next to the Yadkin River. The Boones eventually settled on the opposite banks of the Yadkin River, which serves as a county line into what is now Davie County, about 3 kilometers west of Mocksville. So there you go. I mean, that's a start, right? So, and I'll throw this in the description if you give a shit, so you can look it up. So, yeah, in the dream, there's the tree, the Yadkin River, and I just need to find the bridge. It's probably gone. The grocery store is probably gone. But if I can find the exact place, Daniel Boone's cave. It says he built his fucking place on the other side of the cave. So somewhere, one of those people I went with maybe was Elizabeth. Maybe the little kid who got castrated. And Jemima. Christ said it was Jemima that it was Jemima's kid that got castrated. If that's true, I've never did any research on Jemima. I don't even know who she is as of yet. I've read her name once or twice, but I have no association with her. Christ. So, did the dad do it? Was he the sociopath? I don't fucking know. Was it the guys running around in the woods? There's 3 or 4 of them. One of them looked like Contusion in St. Lucian. Contusion and Elizabeth and me. I shot Contusion in the face later in the war with his buddy, with his other buddies, the Colonel fucking whatever his name is. I'll shoot Colonel again. I'll fucking fight him right now in the spirit world. That piece of shit. It's like fucking Lucifer 10 times fucking steroids. Anyway, and I got his name. It's in the video somewhere. That was later on in life. But back, I was dating the priestess. I came to her house. She was murdered. Who did it? Who castrated the kid? Christ wants to know. When Christ knows, priestess knows. She can let me go. I can let her go on a spiritual level, which all comes down to affecting my fucking brain in this world. And I am fucking sick of it. But guess who I met? Guess who I heard today? Rebecca. Daniel Boone's wife. She was talking to me, man. So look, my wife from a past life, I was talking to her. I didn't see her. I asked Tina. She's in the spirit world taking care of me. I asked Tina, I go, look, what about Rebecca? Why don't you go ask this Rebecca? And he goes, you fucking stay away from her. She's at peace. She don't need any more of your shit. And I go, what are you blaming me about? And he goes, no, I'm just warning you. Very, very. She goes, you leave her the fuck alone. I'm like, okay. I don't know nothing. I figured, well, maybe she knows something. She was my wife and Daniel Boone, right? She was my wife. She goes, you leave her alone. The only way you talk to her is with Christ. So I woke up this afternoon. Rebecca is in the spirit world, and her soul. I don't think she lives in St. Lucian. She's a lot higher than St. Lucian. But she came by, she's like, and I knew it was her. You just feel it. And she said some things. I don't remember what. But I currently have to say, I got to check on Jemima, what she was in relationship to me. Was she me and Rebecca's kid, our children? One was Jemima. I think she got taken away by the Indians or something. I don't know. I had 10 fucking kids, right? That's what they say. And before I met Rebecca, I was dating the priestess, but she got murdered. And we were close. It's starting to come together. I'm getting to pieces. And now I'm a fucking Canadian living in a cornfield in Chatham, Ontario, Canada. Holy Christ. Anyway, it's pretty crazy, guys. So I'm going to research Jemima, see what I can get from her online. And Christ said, okay, he goes, reset the dream. He goes, tonight, when you go to sleep, you're going to have the dream again. I'm going to be watching. You tell me everything you get. And pay attention. And I go, truth revealed, truth revealed, truth revealed. I've been chanting it all day, truth revealed. Whenever I think of who did it, truth revealed, truth revealed. I go, when I'm looking at the boy, who are the guys in the woods in the dream? Truth revealed, truth revealed. I want to know who killed Elizabeth. Truth revealed, truth revealed. This is for my soul to bring it out. And it's working. It's coming slow. I've had this dream 100 times, 1,000 times. But I didn't know it meant any fucking thing in reality or anything anywhere. I go, hey, Jesus, I had this dream 1,000 times. He goes, yeah. And he goes, I go, well, you might have fucking helped to clue in my fucking brain. And then maybe I could help decipher it for you. I'm pretty fucking good at that. And he goes, we need it totally separate from your input. And he goes, now you're involved. You can do it. I go, oh, now I'm included. I go, maybe let me in on the secret, 6 months ago. Oh, so we got a little piss and match. Anyway, We're all good. Everything's good. Everything. I feel fucking great. Shit's starting to fucking go. Things are working. Things are flowing, man. And I'm gonna get castrated that fucking kid. And I'm gonna see to it that he's 6 feet down, 6 miles down, six fucking deep six that motherfucker. And I'm gonna find smoked Elizabeth and I'm gonna deep six that fucker. And that's the way it's gonna be. God said Jesus don't do it first. He's mad. There's a lot of mad people. There's voices I've heard I haven't even heard of in my head yet. So there's more people coming to check out what's going on. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, I gotta end this. Do some more research. Later.